Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Iris Alliston, and I help coaches, consultants, service-based providers, as well as course creator turn their knowledge, their experience, their stories into an online program, then create a system to automate it and monetize their business. So this is my very first live YouTube video, and I've never had a truly experience doing this on on YouTube. I've always gotten on Facebook, live stream, and other venues. So hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear, and hopefully the visual is okay. But I wanted to try this YouTube here today and see if I like it. I'm probably going to like it. And if so, I'll definitely use it more often. But this is my first time doing this, so give me grace and just leave me a comment on what type of things that I need to be doing much better. I'm actually right now in a hotel, and I know I probably don't have good lighting. I probably need better lighting and things like that. But I was actually checking the room a little bit earlier today just to see how the spotlight or the lighting is going to look like. But it looks like this area here is much better than the other ones that I have actually tested earlier. It was just a little darker, and I figured that's not going to be a good thing for me to do live stream with, or do this video. So hopefully it's okay, and hopefully you can definitely hear me okay. But next time I'll do my best to have better lighting, better background, and things like that. So as I mentioned earlier, my name is Iris Alliston, and I am a coach, right? And I help course creator create their online course, online program. And I've been training for a while now, and it has been a pleasure of mine to do so because I believe that many of us, really all of us, have expertise, have skills, knowledge, and stories even to share with the world. We have awesome stories to tell. We have awesome talents to share. And the reality is, most oftentimes, there are always going to be some people who are going to be complaining, right? Who will always complain and tell us we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we are not pretty enough, we are not talented enough, we are not, we're not good on so many things. And I've heard that many times when I was growing up, when I was particularly when I was little. I used to stutter. I still stutter even to this day. I still have some insecurities as far as getting on live camera and doing this thing. But when it comes to online marketing, I have to do what I need to do. I have to be able to share my gift to the world without being judged and things like that. But at the same time, I know in reality that's not the case, because there's always going to be someone who's going to be complaining, who's going to be blaming you, who's got something to say, right? All these negative things, negative comments that come along the way. Unfortunately, it's just part of life. Uh, I wish there 100% there's always positive in the world and there's no negativity, and unfortunately that's not the reality that we live in. There's always someone who's going to say something that we don't like, that will hurt our feelings, that will definitely stop us from doing the things we want to do, whether or not we are pursuing our dreams and goals to have our own business, right? And be that entrepreneur and start our own business, create that type of freedom for ourselves and for our family, or as well as whether or not we want to go back to school. Perhaps you've always wanted to go back to school and something or someone is holding you back because they told you that you're probably too old, or you're not smart enough, or it's too late for you to go back to school. Whatever those excuses are, whatever those reasons that they tell you, I'm here to tell you, You don't really have to listen to all those people who tells you all these negative things. You don't have to let their opinions define you. As you know, you probably have heard that saying, don't let other people's opinions of you, especially the negative ones, define you, let alone control you, right? Let alone control you and prevent you from going after your dreams, going after your goals, going after the things that you want to do, going after the things that will help you create the freedom, the fulfillment, the feeling of fulfillment because you have accomplished something, the freedom to choose when you want to work or when you would like to spend time with your family, with your kids, right? And creating that freedom to have financial security. Whatever it is, don't let anyone else stop you from doing that. I know on the hindsight, I can definitely understand what you're going through. And especially for women, I know how that goes because we are so heart centered. We are so not only dedicated, but we're just so heartfelt in many things that we do. And there are times that those negative words, we take it to heart and it harms us even more. Not only, physically, right? Because we get depressed and we don't want to do things, we don't want to get up. We become so reliant on those type of sayings or comments or even people, right? But also it's toxic in our mind, in our mindset is really affected by that. It really is, and it's so hard to break away from that type of negativity. Well, I'm here to tell you that again, you don't have to let other people's opinion define you, who you are. You are a wonderful person, and deep inside, you also have experience and stories and knowledge and skills and talent that you can definitely share with the world. And that's what I do with my business. That's what I do as far as I help my students, I help my clients create the program, their signature program, and release it to the world. Because most oftentimes, especially for a lot of people out there, especially the ones who are just starting out, we might feel overwhelmed, right? Actually, for the most part, when you're just starting out, you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel frustrated with a lot of things, and you're going in different many directions, and you really don't have the right path, or you feel like not only you're going into many directions, but at the end of the day, you're feeling not even productive because you're sitting there going, what did I do today to accomplish something? What steps did I take that would have helped me move forward to achieving your goal, right? To achieving my goal, whatever it is for you, right? And the thing is, you need some guidance, you need some clarity, you need some type of um, let's that's my phone ringing. But you need some type of guidance, you need some type of accountability, you need someone to sort of hold your hand and make sure that you are moving right along, and then having the system to make sure that you are creating even more success in your business. It's tough, it is a lot of work, it is, it's a process. It is not one of those things that happens overnight, right? It's, after all, success doesn't happen overnight. It takes years, it even takes months in the making. It's a process. And a lot of us though, will just stop. We just stop, and it breaks my heart because you're almost there. You're almost there from achieving your goals, and to just take that one step. But some people decide to, stop, just stop. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do that. You really don't. And if you have the knowledge and the skills and the stories to share, and when you are ready to create your own freedom, your own freedom to do what you want to do in your life, to be with your family even more, to spend time with your family, to have the ability to have that type of security, right? I'm here to tell you that it is your time because you don't have time to waste. It is definitely now, not yesterday, not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago. It is now. It really is now. So let me give you a little background of myself for those of you who might not know me. I have been a speaker, I've been a coach for a while now, for a few years. And even though I started in the speaking industry, I thought that wasn't really my niche, so to speak. I still speak to this day. I still travel and things like that. And I speak at conferences, women conferences, and other, workshops and lunch and learn and things like that. And I also do my own workshops as well on how to create your courses, how to brand, to build your brand, so people, so you can be seen online and things like that, right? I still do that. But along the way, I gained clarity on the true passion that I really wanted to do. And that is to this day, is to teach others out there, to teach course creators and train them how to map out a system, create a plan, create these tangible strategic steps on how to create courses online and making sure that you are moving right along. Because it's one thing when someone tells you, okay, here, I'm going to hand you everything. Here's the template for that. This is what you need to do. Just plug in your information. That's one thing. And then they leave you alone, right? And then it's on you to do everything. And the thing is, no one is really holding you accountable but yourself. And that's fine. Some people can work like that. I can work like that. But what I found over the years, what I've learned over the years when I'm helping a lot of my coaches and clients and students, is the fact that we all get distracted, right? Life is designed to get us some distractions because we're always doing things. They could be little things, they could be big things, they could be important things, they could be bad things, whatever it is that happens, right? Life is just the way it is, okay? And along the way, we lose track on the things that we wanted to do. If we lose track of time, we just lose track on things, right? That happens to all of us. It happens to me as well. But the thing is that I've learned along the way, and this is what I also and my team help my students and clients with, is the fact that we all need accountability. We all need someone to sort of hold our hand, so to speak, and make sure that we are moving right along in the right direction. We keep moving forward, no matter if there's a delay, if you postpone something because something happens in between, right? You For me, I had to move recently, just weeks ago. I moved from my state that I've lived on for decades and decades in Georgia. Now I moved to another state, that a place that I've never lived before until now. But the thing was, even though I'm doing all these things, right? Packing, moving, and making sure everything's copacetic, making sure that the things that we need to carry, me and my family, are set up and packed, and making sure that everything else in between is good to we're good to go, right? My business behind the scene is still working for me because I created my system along the way. So even though I was getting overwhelmed and getting frustrated with the move because we needed to do it fast, and my system was set up where I was still able to make phone calls, not just phone calls, but I was still able to receive phone calls from the people who want to work with me. I was still able to receive leads from people who actually wants to not only figure out what I have to offer, but for them to talk to me so I can explain to them even more of how I could help them achieve their goals along the way. So I was able to do that. And in between, I would talk to them. I would definitely get on a mastermind call with them and spend a few minutes with them talking about their dreams, talking about their current situations, what struggles they're currently currently facing, what type of, challenges that they have that's going on in their life, and then figure out the way of what type of desire or want or their dreams and goals that they want to pursue. So basically going from where they at right now in their life, what they're currently facing right now, and then figuring out the way how to get there, so to speak, right? Whether or not they want to create their online course, or they want to build their coaching business for the very first time, or they want to be seen online as the expert in their niche, or they want to train people, they want to coach people. How does that look like for them in a certain period of time? So in that phone call, I'm able to get the information that I need and then talk to them and give them some guidance on how to do that. And those phone calls are so beneficial for them. I have so many people who will get on the call with me, and I spend a few minutes with them, and toward the end of the call, they would literally tell me, it's like, Iris, you have no idea. You have given me the clarity that I needed in my business, and you have given me some actionable steps that I can take right now. And most times they actually want to work with me because I'm able to help them along the way. And certain times, a few people who just um, go with what I receive them, and then they just implement those action steps that they need to take, because sometimes they just need some type of clarity, and they're able to do that in our call, during our call. And then there are times that people do want to work with me, and then they go ahead and sign up for my program, and then we go from there, which leads me to talk to you about a little bit of my mastermind. I do have a mastermind coming up soon, and if you are seeing this later on, definitely still reach out to me, because I might still have some openings and things like that. But there's a mastermind that I currently do every single year, and it will last about 6 months. Yeah, my mastermind online lasts about 6 months, and we go through the process. Lots of process, lots of things to do, lots of actionable steps to take, and proven strategies to help you create those courses even in one day. As a matter of fact, I have one of my students who created her course, her outline, in an hour, because even though I've given her the template, she already had it in her mind what course she wanted to create, what type of program she wanted to create, but she needed some type of clarity, and she didn't have anyone else showing her this. But within an hour, she was able to, me sending her the template, she was able to come back to me and say, hey, Iris, can you check this out and see how that goes? And within an hour, she had an outline for her course, and we just went from there. She was one of those, she was the first one who actually created a course that fast. You never know. You might be one of those people who can create it in a few minutes, because if you already have something in your something that you wanted to create all this time, right? But you just needed clarity. You just needed someone to maybe a sounding board, right? And just to have an idea and say, okay, you know what? Is this good to go? Or then you tweak it, whatever the case may be for you, and we can go from there. So that's what I do for my students. That's what my team and I do on a regular basis. We definitely go through the process. It's a lot of work, though. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of consistent effort in your part. And because even though I can give you the things that I know based on from my experience, based on my skills and stories over time, as well as the case studies that I have from my students, I can give you all the information that you need in order for you to design your course. But the thing is, I cannot do the work for you. I can't. You have to do the work for yourself. It's just the way it is, right? So when you're ready for the mastermind call, it's actually free. And I highly, and I would love for you to go ahead and also download the free gift here. This free gift, hopefully it'll stay I'll have this for a while now. For I mean, no, I had it for a while now, but hopefully it'll still be on even after this video is over, as well as for a little bit, right? Hopefully my team doesn't take this down, because we're constantly designing things, we're constantly putting valued information out there for our clients, for our students, as well as for the people in the world. So hopefully this free gift is going to be there for a little longer. So if you're here right now, go ahead and click on the link that's on the screen here, because I've actually put the link before I started. So click on the link, download your free gift, and then go ahead and sign up to have the mastermind call with me and or my team. Okay. What it is we're just going to go on the call. So put your credit card away. There's no obligations for you to pay anything unless you decide to get into my program. Right, but there's no obligation for you to pay anything. It's just a mastermind call. It's just you and I getting to know each other and see how I can help you with in as far as designing your course, creating your course, and being able to take it further by implementing some actionable steps in order for you to create even more success in your business, whether you're starting out becoming a coach, or whether you're already a coach, whether you're already a consultant or a service-based provider to have a service to offer to the world. And really, if you still are not so clear what type of offer they have to offer, well, the thing is, we all have stories, we all have experiences, we all have skills and talents and knowledge that we can definitely bring to the table. And that's where I can help you with dissecting some of that parts, and hopefully in the call you can tell me a little bit more about that. Quick phone call, right? We're not going to spend a whole day doing this, but a few minutes of your time. Really, it's my time as well that I'm gifting you. So get on a call with me and let's talk a little bit more about that. Okay. Hopefully you all enjoyed. For those of you who are watching this video, I hope you enjoyed my very first video here, and I hope I'm sounding clear and the visual is okay. So I think I'm going to be doing this even more on YouTube, right? And for now, although I don't have the fancy things, the fancy intro and the outro and stuff like that, like a lot of experts out there have, because they definitely have some awesome channel. Hopefully one day I'll be able to do that. If not, I can just simply do what I do now, right? Just hit the button to go live and just start talking and give you some value content that hopefully they can help you along the way. Again, don't let anybody's opinion define you of who you are. You are awesome. You are great. You have the ability to share your content, to share your gift to the world, and just don't let anybody else stop you from pursuing your dreams and goals. Until next time, be great. Bye for now.